Follow us on Instagram.
You better follow me.
At Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Can I put my shit on me like damn I'm from the dirt? Put the guns down, man, these kids are running up us on the shirt. If I ever learned a lesson, dog, I know I gotta work. Hit the factory, the planet, get them girls and get to work. Little nigga from them poppins need a condo in a car. And my little sister genius past the scalpel of the bar. I remember niggas hating, now I'm shitting on your boy. I'ma walk up in your house and wipe the mud off on your floor. Disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, disrespectful, hey, you could never. Disrespectful, hey, you could never. Disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Disrespectful, hey, you could never. Country ass little nigga used to piss on the trees. It's a violation if you ever front on me. It's a annihilation if you come from family. I mean, start the paper, I might pop up on the scene. I mean, your boy's high, I'ma start doing hot. Dude, can a bad thing go fine thing? That ass like moving straight free. On in Augusta, pump fake, everything been waiting on the hustler. Yeah, disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, disrespectful, hey, you could never.
Straight out of Philly. Turn it up. 95.3 Jamz.
You could never. Disrespectful, hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Hey, you could never. Disrespectful, hey, you could never.
Who you playing with is groovy, watch me money print. Nigga, it's a movie anytime I put it on a bitch.
We live?
We live, y'all.
We are live. I'm trying to figure some shit out on my phone, so excuse me for a second, y'all. But yeah. We're back. Another episode of Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. I'm Shay.C_vibes with a Z.
I heard _Nanny in the building.
We missed what? Last week? But we recorded the week before that, right?
I think we did record the week before.
We did. We gotta do a better job of posting our shows, y'all, because we got a good amount of shows and we just
do.
like haven't really posted them because we be feeling ugly about the pictures.
It do be the pictures.
It do be the pictures. But we gotta get some clips. If there's an editor out there that would like to help me edit some of these clips for these shows and post them and stuff like that, like somebody like cheaper, like internish, like free-ish, I prefer that.
Just come get some experience.
Yeah, come get some shit under your belt real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll write a letter of recommendation. All of that, I got you. That's needed because we did a few really good episodes that y'all need to see.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there at the moment. How's it going, Danny?
It's going good.
Good. Are you recovered?
I think I am recovered, but I definitely needed like a little nap today.
Okay. I need some additional recovery. We didn't record last week or else I would not be here today. Tired, exhausted, sore, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. Because there's a lot of words for that. So stay tuned until a little bit later in the show so we can talk about why the fuck we're in recovery and going through some shit. And it's a lot of shit. So as of today, absolutely today, the 21st, June 21st, 2022, I'm in my season, y'all.
Cancer season.
Cancer season. Meow, 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 meow. Yep, it's time. It's my season to be whatever it is that they say cancers are. What is that?
Crybabies.
We're
Emotional.
not any of.
But you know what? I'm not going to shit on cancers. This is y'all's season.
Thank you.
Happy cancer season to the women only, though.
Yeah, we know how you feel about the men, but happy cancer season to all my cancers. She's a hater, but she got personal vendettas that have zero to do with me and the cancers that I know. So happy cancer season to my fellow cancers. Happy Juneteenth weekend. There was a lot of Juneteenth activities that I missed that I'm upset about. We were out of town, but like I said, we'll get into that later. But it was the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival out here in Wilmington. which had Mint Condition was here, and I missed it.
saw that.
Oh, I was so sad. Oh my gosh, I wanted to see it so bad. But it looked lit.
It
like,
did.
super, super lit, and the vendors looked.
Yeah, all the clips that I saw looked like it was popping out there.
Yeah, I probably could have saved some money and stayed home, but again. We're going to see how many times I can make that reference this episode because the way I've been feeling, my nigga. Anyway. But yeah, happy Juneteenth. I hope everybody got to celebrate. I hope you didn't have to go to work. If you did, that's fucked up. Might need to rethink your employment.
Absolutely. I did tweet something on Juneteenth, and I was like, I feel like white people just need to go to work today. And I was told I was a little harsh.
Why?
Exactly. They didn't have anything else to say. They just told me that it was harsh, and I'm like, how is that?
At all. They get to,
why do y'all get a day off?
Exactly. They make certain moves for like, Ash Wednesday and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So.
I guess it would be like an HR thing to like tell someone, oh, you have to work, but you don't have to.
And it's weird because on a job application, they definitely, and you can decline not to answer, but they ask you what your race is. So they obviously classify it. It's obviously a classification. So it's not like everybody doesn't know that there's different races that work here. So
yeah,
I'm observing my day, just like y'all be observing y'all days. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. We need to further improve that.
Yeah, revisit that situation.
Let's fix that. Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope y'all got treated with some love and attention. And they still seem miserable. It's weird. Men talk about how miserable women are and never satisfied and all of that. All I heard a lot of men say was that, I only got this. And, they just did that. Well, what the fuck?
What do you want?
Are you going to be grateful for that or not?
Exactly. I will say one thing. I didn't see like a lot of bitter women this year.
I didn't. I think we have almost officially exterminated the happy Father's Day to the single mothers movement.
Yeah, it's not your day. You got Mother's Day. Like
it's not.
It's just not your day.
It's not
at all.
So I'm happy for that because the men been in their feelings about that for like 20 years. And rightfully so. Y'all got that because that shit.
Yeah, that's not for you
at all. They didn't even like be petty about it. Like you never even saw men being like Happy Mother's Day on like Mother's Day. They handled it well. So we applaud you, men. We clap for you.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all because y'all deserve the day too. Let's see what else. It's also the first official day of summer.
See, I did not know that.
Yup. Yo, I'm telling y'all, my season is the best season. Y'all be acting like I be bugging the fuck out. Like, it really is the best season. Nobody feels as great as they feel when they find out it's the first day of summer. Today's actually also the longest day of the actual year, like the most like daylight. Like, we're recording at 8:06. And there's still sun outside. I don't think we've
still sun.
I looked to the side the other day. I'm like, what the fuck is going on outside? It's just still daytime. And I'm like, I love this. Today's a good day. So.
It's crazy because I feel like it's been summer, but it like technically start of summer is now.
Yep. But I'm cool with that because summer be feeling like the shortest season ever. So give me a little time for it to feel like summer before it. Tasha in here loud, super duper loud.
I'm like, what is going on?
I hear you in everything. Yeah, so it's like that really, really good, like, okay, it's time to do like summer shit for real. But I'm all for it. So the most important part of me saying all of this is that it's 2 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks, in between 2 and 3 weeks, to Shay Day, Volume 34. Sound off.
Well, that was bad.
Yeah, it's cool.
It was supposed to be a gunshot.
It's cool. It got covered up.
I guess okay.
Sounds like you popped bubbles. It's totally fine, though. Totally fine. So I'm accepting all gifts and all invitations and not all dates, but like I'm accepting gifts.
Listen.
Oh, my Cash App is $ it's me, Shay C. We're gonna put that right here. Right there. Yep. So, send gifts and donations because I'm gonna be working for my birthday. Honestly, I don't really have any plans. I'll be 34, so I'm chilling. 35, I might do something big. I'm gonna chill this year. I bugged the fuck out already.
I mean, if you know where Shay works, just pull up on her at work.
Oh, I'm gonna post it.
you know.
I'm gonna post it. I don't know.
Make her
about
take
this
a
pull up
shot.
on me. Do not. First of all, give me money because I am not gonna take that shot until you right now. Like, it's me, Shay C. SHAYC. I'm gonna do that every time I do
Every
it.
time.
Every time.
It's here.
Yep.
Yep, right there.
That's me right there. So I'll post a link and everything because why not? Yeah, I'll be at work all weekend. I have a baby shower. One of my best friends, her baby shower. So my nephew's son, which is also my great nephew. Okay, so I can't get used to saying that. So
Yeah, it's kind of like just say it, baby.
yeah, it's a baby coming, and he's due that weekend as well. So I'm gonna just hang around, see what happens, and I'm excited.
Yeah, well, I won't even say another little baby, but a little baby.
Little person, little personality to laugh at, because we're all adults and it gets pretty lame just hanging around with us. You'll be in Mexico though. It's all right. I'm not in my feelings. It's totally fine. I went to Mexico earlier. It's cool. It's totally fine. It's totally
I will
fine.
be in Mexico, but I will be sending love.
Fine. Take shots. Take like real tequila shots from me. You'll be in Mexico.
Oh
so you'll have
God,
much better tequila.
I'm gonna have to get my tequila legs ready.
Get them ready.
Cause I feel like the tequila here and the tequila there are two different things.
They are different. Very different. I went to a liquor store to just buy a bottle, and I guess it was a tequila shop for real.
Mm-hmm.
And he just had us trying mad tequila like they weren't shots.
God.
Like what?
That's
Like,
one thing I don't think I would be ready to. I mean, if we ended up doing it, okay, but like a tequila tasting, like
Listen, I told you I went in what I think it was April or something like that. Nah, it was March. It was March that I went. So that's March. You're going in the summertime. I drank Pedialyte the whole time I was down there. Because if I was going to be drinking, I was going to be hydrated. Mexican heat is different. And we'll talk about dehydration later. But,
oh no.
yeah, just stay hydrated. Keep your electrolytes up. Especially if you're going to be on the tequila type time. Because you're going to need it. But I do want y'all to have a good time. Happy birthday to my birthday twin. Hey, Rosie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Okay, cool. It could have went way longer than that.
It really could have.
But it's okay. This is the short show today. So, this week in hip hop history, June 19, 2001 was the first ever BET Award.
That's crazy.
Shout out to BET for that. Jay-Z won Best Male Artist. Whitney Houston won a Lifetime Achievement Award. Nelly won Best New Artist. And Danny, what did you say happened in the gospel category?
Oh, I said that Donnie McClurkin won. But now that I'm looking, like, this had to be the year he came out with We Fall Down. It had to be
he was just winning awards everywhere.
Listen, it's Donnie McClurkin, Mary Mary, Yolanda Adams, Hezekiah Walker, and Kirk Franklin were all in this category.
And Donnie McClurkin won?
Donnie McClurkin won.
Yeah,
it
he
had,
had just dropped.
Fall Down.
Yep.
That one.
I'm not going there with you. But yeah. What else?
Let's see. Sportsman of the Year, AI. He was in there with Tiger, Kobe, and Shaq.
R.I.P. Kobe, but that's a risque category, knowing what the storyline of all of those people are. That's interesting.
Best female group, Destiny's Child won. They were in there with Mary Mary, 3LW, 702, and Black.
Why is Mary Mary in that category?
I don't know. Maybe they were trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, I think they never liked that part. But this was what, 2001, so that was before that last Destiny's Child album, right?
Yeah. The last one I think was around 2004. Destiny's Fulfilled was like 2004.
Oh, okay.
Outkast. They won. It was Outkast, Jagged Edge, Dr. Dre, Corrupt, Nate Dogg, Snoop Dogg, Boyz II Men, and 112.
Going through stuff that happened in 2001 and people are like deceased is crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
Oh, one last thing. Best male R&B artist. Music one.
I'm not going there about Music Soul Child ever again. Like ever again.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the homie. I feel like he be watching the show and lurking and shit.
Yeah, you
Shout out
know
to
we
you.
talk about you.
Shout out to you. Talk about you. So
It was him, R. Kelly, Carl Thomas, Joe, and Maxwell in there.
I guess that's appropriate for that time. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely popping. June 19th, 1989, NWA was arrested for performing Fuck the Police when they were warned not to perform Fuck the Police. So,
I mean,
look where that goes now. First of all, like, black men should get reparations solely for being arrested for shit that you should have never been arrested for in the first fucking place. Like, in 2022, you would not get arrested for that. So, like, let me get that bread, but like that's booking. Men lose jobs over shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a whole lot of shit involved with like false arrest and like all of that weird shit. Like, y'all need to get him some money because that's not fucking right. 2 albums dropped on the same day. I don't think that I remember them dropping on the same day, but maybe I do, and I just didn't really pay much attention to it because of the 2 albums that it is. I'll explain that. Okay. So, June 18th, 2013, J. Cole drops Born Sinner, and Kanye West drops Yeezus. Now, I feel like I want to check that and make sure that's right. Shout out to On This Date in Hip Hop, because I get a lot of my hip hop history facts from y'all. But I just want to make sure that was right and not a typo. So, you look up Yeezus, and I'm going to look up Born Sinner, and we going to make sure.
I definitely remember them being out at the same time. I don't know.
Like, same day?
June 18th?
Hold on, because I type slower than you do. Hold on. Yeah, June 18th, 2013. Okay. So, in hindsight, I know what my opinion is. Which album aged better for those 2 albums to have dropped on the same fucking day?
I mean, for me, it's Born Sinner. I can only name like 2 songs off of Yeezus. So, like, that wasn't really my wave back then. I remember, I do remember them being out around the same time, because this was around the time where I used to be on like my boyfriend at the time had a balcony, and we used to be out there like just listening, and we would listen to like a couple songs off of Yeezus, but we would play Born Sinner all the way through, and I still play Born Sinner to this day. That's my shit.
Me too. Born Sinner is my shit. That was kind of my take on it too. In hindsight, Born Sinner ended up being a really good album. The J. Cole naysayers will probably say otherwise. Some will say that was probably his last good album, because
a lot of people do say that was his last good album, but that I feel like there's no way you were still listening to J. Cole if you think that's his last good album.
I don't see that, and we also discovered that over the weekend, which we'll get into. You just can't sleep on Dreamville. You cannot sleep on Dreamville. You cannot sleep on that whole entire crew at all, and we'll get into that later. But yeah, Kanye thought he was doing something by dropping on the same day. His niggas like, I'm gonna get this nigga out of here. But look at that.
You wasn't.
I can't even. What were the singles off of Yeezus?
Bound.
Yep.
The song Bound was the one where he had the music video with Kim, and they was on the motorcycle. Then I ain't gonna lie, Blood on the Leaves is my shit.
It's all right.
That's
not top.
That's my favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
Black Skinhead. That's the song that was on all the like commercials and things. But I mean, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, that's crazy how that ended up working out. What else? Also on June 18th, that same day actually, which is also interesting. Mac Miller dropped Watching Movies with the Sound Off. There's a couple songs on there that are super bangers for me. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Also weird. People being dead that are like that young is so crazy. But anyway, that ended up being a really solid album.
See, I might have to go and actually listen to it. I have never heard this album before.
It's trippy. It's definitely druggy music. But it's funny. Like, I'm into like dry humor and shit like that. He's like that on a record. You feel me? And once you really listen to him, if you've never listened to him before, you watch Euphoria. He's gonna mind you of Fuzz.
Oh yeah, he always does. He always reminds me of Fez.
Fez, that's his name. Yeah, he always reminded me of him, and I'm like, that's funny as shit, because I imagine that's exactly what Mac Miller would be acting like for real. It was a solid album, and I think people should. If you are like, I guess if you're a fan, you already locked it in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a super follow everything he does fan, but I
Yeah.
have a couple faves, and that was heavy ramen. Couple happy birthdays. My fave, top five. Happy birthday, K. Dot, June 17th, 1987. I didn't know he was a year older than me, but all right.
Yeah, he did have his 35th birthday. He had something great. I don't know what he had on.
What was it?
It was like a robe type outfit. I don't know. It was different. It was
You know
just
he's
different.
gone hotep.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it was that.
She was
It could have been linen. It could have been linen. Like, I don't know.
linen.
Like,
Hashtag it could have been linen.
like, it could have been. A little questionable, but do your thing.
Oh my gosh, we gotta find that and plug that because I need to see what it looks like. But that's my guy though. Don't do my guy like that. That's my baby. So happy birthday to him. They said we'll get into this later too, but somebody dropped the album on his birthday and he a op, and it's crazy. But we'll talk about that later. Also happy birthday to Crazy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Also June 17th, and also June 17th, happy birthday to Tupac, which I was bumping all day. Still happens. Big's birthday, Pac's birthday. That's the day to be a whole nigga, and I love it.
How old would he have been?
He was born in 71, so I'm not doing math right now. But
Yeah, I'm not either. So,
yeah, that's what's going on.
was he younger than Big or older than Big?
A year older or something? Like
Yeah,
a couple
'cause-
months older?
Yeah, because remember Jada did that shit when she wrote that letter, and I think that would have been his 50th birthday.
Crazy. Old. Would have been out here old.
Old.
It would have been great. I really would have wanted to see something like that. But anyway, what
like
else?
Jay. It would be like Jay.
Yeah. Definitely would have been like Jay. And Jay is like the coolest nigga alive to me now. Like, and he was always the coolest nigga alive. But like, Dad Jay is awesome. Like, I don't know if you saw the clip of him with Blue Ivy. And first of all, she's aging beautifully. And people say,
She
like,
is.
oh my gosh, she looks so much like, she looks exactly like Beyonce. No, she high key looks like the perfect mix of both of them.
Mhm.
Like, high key. And she had a dad my hair moment. And I was like, when did you get this old?
Yeah,
for
she's
real?
old.
It's super cute. I watched it every time it came across the timeline. Oh my god,
Look at her.
she's so cute. But like I said, we're gonna have a short episode, so we're probably gonna take our break now, play a little bit of music. Can we do that now? We can? Yes. Okay, cool. So we're gonna. Yeah. We're gonna get into that now. We're gonna play a little bit of currency, Billy Ocean. It's Hearts Hip Hop Radio. We'll be right back. My ear.
Everybody should have their joints lit. Roll another one up while I'm smoking. Keep it going. Money in the power and some more shit. We staying in motion. Never will I get into no hoe shit. I'm not forward. Stay golden, frozen, floating. Motherfucking Billy Ocean. You can act like you don't know. Spitting Cardo, bulletproof German coupe, Cardo's clothes. Take photos, car shows in my low lows. My 64 ride slow, bumping Snoop Dogg, blowing dodo. It's like a fog machine that went off in my car, yo. Pull up after all the bars closed. To the civilians, underground casino full of real ones. You will suffocate in the building. Last one tried to infiltrate, I think I'd rather not say. Money on the plate like I never ate. Not a crumb finna go to waste. Chevy crates, tell the interstate up where I stay. Muscle cars do the figure eights where I play. Live from New Orleans, rolling weed from the Bay. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, smoke weed every day. Living out what I say on these albums and tapes. Roll another one up while I'm smoking. Keep it going. Money in the power and some more shit. We staying in motion. Never will I get into no hoe shit. I'm not forward. Stay golden, frozen, flow. ceilings and marble flows. Hustle hard to afford, I work for it. Sports cars, I drive slow, I'ma show off. Sucker bring his hoe, he got his hoe tossed. He cried alone in his car as he drove off. Hide up as I float on. We don't have to call the fucking Coast Guard. Yeah, roll another one up while I'm smoking.
Follow us on Instagram
Better follow me.
at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Yeah, never will I get.
We back with Heart to Hip Hop Radio. That was Currency with Billy Ocean. That's my shit. Man.
I fuck
kinda,
with him.
Yeah, I kind of like Currency.
Mhm.
I didn't indulge into him a lot, but I have my couple favorite songs.
He puts out a lot of music.
Like mixtape type shit.
Like a lot of music.
Interesting. Good to know. I gotta take that in. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Okay, so Beyonce put out new music. I don't know if we should start. All right, Beyonce put out new music. Yay, nay?
I like it. I mean, it wasn't what I expected, but I would definitely play it again. I actually have played it again.
I don't think I ever know what to expect from Beyonce, so I don't think I put expectations on it. What's the name of it? Break My Soul.
Something like, yeah,
Yeah.
Break My Soul.
So I don't know. I guess there's a new album coming as well, but it was house music vibes, which also leads to Drake randomly dropping Honestly Nevermind, which is the greatest album title I've
That's a
ever
very,
heard.
very good.
That is high on my level of I love toxicity, and everybody has been like, you know what, honestly, never mind.
Yeah, like, fuck it.
And the concept of putting a bunch of toxic breakup music, toxic breakup lyrics to house music is incredibly genius of him, and you know I'm never on his side. I don't exactly know what Break My Soul is about. I didn't fully listen to the song in what she is talking about on the song, what the lyrics are about. So I got to give it another listen. But I'm guessing that house music is a movement right now. I came up around New Jersey, New York, club music, house music. So I get what it is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need a whole album of it from Drake, so I got a couple tracks that I like. Oddly, I do like Text Go Green.
I
That
told
kinda,
you.
like, locks
I
in a
told
little bit.
you.
And there was another one that I can't think of the name of.
I mean, I listened to it. I listened to it when it came out, but we were, moving around. So, then I listened to it in the car. Then I listened to it by myself in the car. I love this album. I really do. Like, coming off of COB, which was a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, that was underwhelming.
Yeah. And then just not even knowing he was going to drop. I think he posted he was going to drop at midnight, at 6 o'clock. So, wasn't even expecting it. So, really didn't know what to expect. I really enjoy this album. I really do. Like you're saying, the lyrics that he has to the dance music, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, I didn't think I needed this, but I like it. I really do. I enjoyed it.
I think if you are a super fan of him and you also enjoy house music, of course, you're going to enjoy it. I'm not a super, super Drake fan. The house music I like. So I get, people being all over the spectrum of how they feel about this.
Yeah.
I'm definitely hype about that last track with 21 Savage because the rumor is that he's dropping another album this year. And I'm hoping that that's going to be, what we expect from Drake, what we know, some rap shit. Because it was all this house music and then this rap ass Drake. And I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'll take that. You get to do your 808s and heartbreak. You get to explore other genres if that's what you choose to do. So.
Yeah, and he also, the way that he released it, he's doing his own new radio show, I guess, on what was it? On Sirius XM. Okay. So the whole time when he was playing the album, it was his radio show, so he would come in and he would talk and stuff like that. And he did say, it was one of the last things he said, that he was coming again this year.
I'm with it. I'm here for it. So, and also if I'm here for the return to house music. If it's bangers, if you could take me back to a time of like firehouse parties and Elks Lodge parties and shit like that, I'm here for that if that's what it's gonna be. But I haven't had anything that's like, oh, that's it yet. I've heard songs that we're gonna hear walking through the mall. We're gonna hear them, at brunch, and cool. If I'm drunk, I'm gonna turn up to it. But nothing that I haven't heard anything that I'm really gonna like put on and play.
Also, just going back to Beyonce, the album is called Renaissance.
Okay.
So
B, please don't make a whole album of house music.
She
I know
don't
you've
need
never
to.
done it before, but I don't need it.
But you know what? Now we're talking about artists that have been in the game really, really long, and at this point in time, it's kind of like I've done it all. Like, what else? What else? What else can I think
do? Maybe that's the bad side to the accessibility of music and being able to record and drop music. You just put out all of this shit, and like the Tupac thing. You know how much music they've been putting out since Tupac died, and there's a reason that he didn't drop all of this. The same thing with Michael Jackson. The same thing with Prince. There's a reason all of this music didn't. Is in these archives because they didn't feel like it was quality. And you're just dropping shit just to drop shit. Everything's not album release worthy.
Also, too, I think, in the U.S., we're behind on music in the U.S.
Yeah.
So they're traveling places. They probably see what this type of music is doing over there, like their fans are overseas as well, and I think they're even a bigger part of their fan base, than we are. So this is probably the shit that they see, and they're like,
it to the US.
They're bringing that shit to the
Y'all
US.
trying to put us on? Oh, that's what's going on. We missed it. Y'all know we slow.
Yeah,
we missing it. Y'all trying to put us on?
We'll see what's up.
We'll see what's up. We'll check it out. I don't know if you got the chance to watch it. It came out while we were away this weekend, and I could not wait to watch this. So they did a Martin reunion of the Martin Show, which is one of my very, very, very. Who is the lady? Hold on. She's who? Oh, that is. But yeah. So they did a reunion of the Martin Show, and I cried through the whole thing. First of all, I couldn't sleep last night, so I got up, got super, super high.
Wow, just cried at the Martin reunion.
Yo, it was so hilariously funny and emotional because it's such a staple for me, for so many other people, but like you obviously personally for me, it's like a big staple. Like if white people got their show that they all get together and sit and watch, that was the show that we all got together and sat and watched. And even watching it as a child, then I didn't get why it was as funny, and then rewatching it as an adult and hearing the adult part of it being funny, and now even as a like full-fledged adult dealing with some shit, you know what I'm saying? And Tisha Campbell spoke on something which made a lot of sense. She said that I guess they were asked, it was hosted by Affion Crockett.
Who is it on? What, is this on HBO Max?
BT Plus.
Okay.
And he asked about what they individually thought their legacy of the show was, and she said that, whatever was going on in the world, whatever was going on in your life, there was a half an hour where they could make people laugh. And that really was what it was for my household. Like, it didn't matter what type of day my parents had at work, whatever. We come home, we ate dinner, bam, Martin's about to come on, whatever night it was. And that was a moment of like pure fucking hold your sides laughter. So it was nice to see them all together. They did a tribute to Tommy, which was
rest in peace.
Yeah, that was like crazy. And I wish they would have did before that. I wish they would have did a reboot.
Yeah,
like that would have been hilarious because they still seem like they vibe off each other. Whatever happened, which they didn't address between Tisha Campbell and Martin, and with Pam and Martin, with Tishina Arnold and Martin. But it was really, really good to see. It was really, really fulfilling. It was really, really heartwarming, and I don't know, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because I watched the when they did the Fresh Prince one too. So I think it's cool that they're getting these reunions together. for all these classic shows that like we had.
We're staples. They
Mhm.
got to do the Family Matters now. Did they do that already? Oh yeah, they did some type of interview. They did like an interview on Oprah or something.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
What? Who else would they? What else would they have to do?
Yeah, right. What other shows are we missing? And Living
In
Color,
Living
definitely. There's so many of them to get together.
Living Single,
Yeah, Living Single, definitely.
A Different World.
They did A Different World.
Did they?
Yeah. Who? Do they even mess with each other? Speaking of the Jamie Foxx show, so they did not bring up Stan in the Martin reunion,
Mhm.
and supposedly there was an issue between them, between Martin and Stan. Garrett Morris is the actor. A money issue, getting fired issue.
It'd be messy.
Messy.
It'd be messy.
I'm like, damn, it's like, dang, okay. But yeah, I hope they do all of those shows. They brought on Marla Gibbs too, who is like the oldest lady in the world, but she's still so beautiful and lively. Like, she funny as shit. Like, she was popping mad jokes. I was like, what? It's not like a black grandma. Like,
Yo.
she had jokes. They were like, what was your favorite role that you ever played in like life? She was like, whichever one paid me. I said, yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
that's it.
Yes, ma'am. But yeah, that was cool. Y'all need to do some more. So I haven't been hyped about a versus in a while. This is gonna be dope. Maybe that's where my random urge to listen to that person came from, because he's gonna be
Oh
there.
yeah, definitely. That's where it came from.
So Amarion and Mario are doing whew, Jesus, wait.
Just fine. Like,
Look at this
I
fine specimen of black
can't.
man right now.
Oh my gosh. I'm a very.
I have Amarion. He wasn't even my fave forever, but go ahead.
I actually like still listen to new Mario music. I really like Mario. I listen to all his albums. I also really like Omarion. So, do you think that Omarion's gonna put B2K stuff in there?
I think he is, but it may only be like one or two songs.
Mhm.
It's either gonna be because it was the first song, or Gots to Be, because it's a ballad, and because he has enough of his own catalog and features to compete.
Do you think
against
they're
him.
doing 20 songs?
No. Because where? Because how? Because why?
I mean, if you listen to full albums,
They are gonna do 20 songs. You know why? Because let's put it in perspective. So we say two beats from. Let's do a Marion real quick. We say like 2 B2K songs. All right, that's 2. He got at least 8. He got at least 8 or 9 of his own songs.
Did he come out with an album after? Yeah, he did.
He
It
got
was the Blue album.
Yeah, he got 2 or 3 albums. 21.
Well, he did come out. Yeah, and then he did do like sex playlists. Like he had albums.
So he
after,
had albums. He got a good 8. He got, all right. Let's call it 5 of his own songs. They're obviously gonna do at least 2 new songs and throw those in there, and then he got a handful of features. So that's at least 15.
He gonna do them songs that when him and Bow Wow had the joint album.
I forgot about those 2. Yep. He got those too.
Let Me Hold You,
He got a good amount.
Girlfriend.
I don't see where Mario can compete.
At the end of the day, I think Omarion is gonna win. I'm just very excited. I'm winning. I'm winning at this point with this
Right.
versus.
We are winning with this. The girls of the 2000s are winning with
Absolutely.
this versus. So who are the other features? It's Ray J and who else?
Ray J and Bobby V.
Ray J and Bobby V, and it was 2 other people.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2 other people. I can't pull it up without getting rid of the thing I got saved.
I'll
on
pull
my
it up.
Instagram.
But how do you feel about Ray J and Bobby V?
I'm here for Bobby V. I love me a little Bobby.
Yeah,
I really need some Bobby. That's my baby.
So
short ass.
You think they're gonna do like? You think they're gonna do like 5 or 10 songs? Like 5, 10 songs?
Yeah, I think they're just gonna come on in the middle of a break, do a quick little back and forth melody or some shit.
Because Bobby was on the run.
Bobby also has Mr. And I love Mr. Everybody forgets that Bobby was in a group. Exactly.
I definitely forgot about that.
He had a whole group, and they say that one song, but that whole album was fire. I don't know why people never listen to that.
Oh
Yes, Tasha, she be knowing.
Oh, it's so this look okay. So they're doing teams. So it's Ray J and Bobby V versus Pleasure P and Sammy.
Okay, so Pleasure P is I'm just here for this whole specimen of black man. The songs I can't speak for. I remember the era. I was there. It was my era of Black Boy Joy. Them boys was fine. And I'm going to just watch and enjoy and sing.
I do just want to say Pleasure P is one of the most elementary songs of all time.
Boyfriend number 2?
No, it's Doing You Wrong. And
yes, he does.
That's the most elementary song one of them that I've ever heard.
Sammy
but we still
has I Like, which is very childish.
He was a child.
He was a child. Pleasure P was grown as shit.
Grown as shit. Singing like a kindergartner, just wrote a song. Like, how you saying the same lyrics over and over and over?
That's why Pretty Ricky made a group. Because he couldn't sing a whole song by his damn self.
Yeah.
And the rest of them couldn't rap a whole song that somebody would get through by themselves.
No.
Yes, Tasha.
Is he allowed?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
What are we guessing to?
Bryson Tiller and Tory Lanez?
Oh, like a versus?
Yes. I would be here for that.
For some reason, I feel like that versus has gone the route of they're doing artists that, you know, are like, I don't want to say past artists, but, you know, they're not in their prime I don't
Correct.
Like, they're not in their prime
for watch
anymore.
artists, just like reality TV.
So, I mean, yeah,
I think they would do it. I think if they both had something to gain from it. If Bryson Tiller was about to drop something, they would do it.
I think Tory Lanez absolutely would do it.
Yeah, Tory Lanez is
and Tory Lanez is going to watch Bryson Tiller. I'm
he
sorry.
is going to watch him. Watch him.
Like, I don't. Speaking of Bryson Tiller, did you know that he has a song with Diddy?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he has this song with Diddy. It's pretty. I don't remember the name of it, but it came on last night. I was on my way home. I said, "Oh, okay."
Might have to check that out. So, moving on. I didn't know about this next one. I got really excited when you put it on the list. Is this a thing? Was Chris Brown on Drink Champs?
So he's going to be there. He's going to be on Drink Champs.
Okay.
They put a little clip out because remember we talked about Jewel's being on Drink Champs, and Jewel said that Bow Wow had told him that he was the original. Yeah. So they asked Chris on Drink Champs, and Chris was pretty much like, "It's just so cool." We were like, a lot of these people are friends. He's like, "Yo, Shad, my boy," but like,
so he know him as Shad. First of all, that's great.
Right? He was like, yeah, like he just be saying stuff sometimes.
Bow Wow, you gotta chill, bro. They throwing you under the bus.
He said he recorded Running in Miami. He was like 14. And they asked him, they were like, if you could have any rapper on this song, who would it be? And he said Joel Santana.
And I feel like he told that story before. Mm-hmm. And when I hear it that way, like,
yeah, I don't know if after we were talking about it, if you went and listened to the Running remix, but Bow Wow is on the Running remix. It's just a whole different like beat.
How dare he?
And then
you better sit the fuck down.
Yeah, he gotta relax. And then they also asked him about how everyone compares him to Michael Jackson or whatever, and they asked the question like, "Are you bigger than Michael Jackson?" And Chris Brown was like, "That's cap. No." He's like, "I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even sing if it wasn't for that man." So I'm excited to see it. I guess they usually post them on Thursdays.
I don't even know which day. Honestly, I never paid attention to that part. But I am watching it.
I'm watching the whole. I'm watching the whole thing.
Give me all of that. First of all, he gonna get him drunk too. So.
Yeah, it's on Thursday. It comes out on Thursday. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Listen, I love me some Chris Brown. I love me some Breezy. I'm here for every story he has to tell. Mm-hmm. Everything I've never heard before. I'm here for it because he is still as much as what anybody thinks about him. Bruh is still a really humble, super just like person. He's a person. Like, you
Yeah.
can tell he gives that to his audience. He doesn't hide that. And I don't know. I'm just here for everything that's Chris Brown.
I don't know if, I mean, I like to watch videos or whatever still. I don't know if that, like, if videos are still like a huge thing, but Chris Brown's Warm Embrace video just came out, and
He being sexy.
it's him and Normani, and you know I love Normani.
Oh yeah, I did see that earlier.
They
dropped the video.
killed this video. The visuals amazing. The dance, they doing like couple dance and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all really actually look good together.
He look good with anybody.
That's true. But I will say, it was nice to see a brown woman in his video. You know he tends to.
He has a type.
Yeah. But it was a really, really good video. And I love the song.
To check that out. I just got excited. I love me some Breezy. Man. We haven't talked about this since it dropped, and that's honestly because I haven't watched anything since the first episode of this season. So P Valley is back on.
P Valley is back.
Are you caught up?
I am caught up. I am very disappointed so far by the season. I feel like we waited so long, and it's starting slow.
For it to be mid.
Yeah, it's starting slow. I haven't really grasped like what the full plot is yet. And we're 3 episodes in.
Gotcha.
And they're also doing the thing that all the shows did after the pandemic. So this is literally during the pandemic.
Them telling the pandemic story.
And we do not need that. We were here. Like,
and for that, they need in the amount of time that it's been, they need to sum that up in like 1 episode, 1 or 2 episodes. Oh, okay, the pandemic hit, this happened, whatever. Like, ain't nobody trying to still be in that element when you took this long to do the episode.
Yeah, and I swear on everything, if they do like a bunch of Black Lives Matter episodes and all of that, like all these other shows been doing, I'm gonna stop watching it because I'm just tired of reliving it.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
this is our life. Like, we don't want it depicted on all of the shows.
Exactly. We know
there
what
are
happened.
shows that are supposed to depict that, but every show doesn't have to depict that. Like,
That was my whole thing with All American too. They did the same thing.
yeah,
it's like I don't need to see this again. I don't need to see us having to protest again. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it's in a very emotional, and then you gotta
exhausting.
Then you gotta go back and relive that. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool off P Valley. I'm gonna keep watching it though.
Yeah, I think we're invested. We gotta finish it, kind of thing. I can't wait till all my Ghost and Power shows come back, because give me my shows, like my shows that I actually watch. Well, I guess it's time to talk about our I don't want to say dreaded weekend, but it was about 80% dreaded.
Was it dreaded?
Oh God.
It was yeah.
It was exhausting. So we went to Pharrell's Something in the Water festival over the weekend. So we were in DC all weekend. We went down Thursday night. We stayed right in, I guess what would be, I don't know if Center City DC is a thing. I don't know. But we were like 10 minutes from the White House and all of that extra shit. Friday we had some mishaps. Some things happened. We went out to eat. We went out to brunch to like a really, really cool ass restaurant. Shout out to DC Harvest. It was cute. It was clean. It was, on the strip. The food was extremely fresh.
It was very fresh. It was very fresh.
Very fresh. We ended up all getting the same thing. We all ended up getting steak and eggs. And it was just fucking bomb.
It was good.
The service was good. The mimosas was good. It was hot, but we'll post some flicks. We'll post some flicks of how that day went before that day went left. They send out the schedule, so we're like, oh, we want to see people later in the day or whatever. So we'll get there around whatever, like 3-4 o'clock, whatever time we said. So it's hot as a bitch. So we get dropped off. There's a drop-off spot, so you can't get like all of the area where the festival was blocked off in DC. Where the festival was in DC was blocked off to traffic.
Yeah, for blocks, like blocks and blocks and blocks.
Like a good 20-minute walk away from the actual festival. So if you're doing rideshare, they advise you can only type in this address. I think it was 14th Street in Independence, if I'm not mistaken.
14th and Jefferson.
14th and Jefferson. So you get dropped off there. We get dropped off there. And we walk. So we walk in the heat. You know, we done been drinking. We done been, you know, indulging in some shit, chilling, kicking it, whatever. So we're walking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, whatever. We're following the people. We get to the gate. They got people lined up in the middle of the street on a median. A crowd of people just lined up. And then the gates. So we ended up being online for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would say about 20, 25 minutes.
We're in line. Excuse me, the line's moving very slowly. And then shit went left.
My friend passed out and into my arms. I love you, but yeah, it happened. We ended up, said friend's name will not be said.
We will not.
But we ended up having to take her back to the hotel. And then we had to come back and do the same thing over to get in. Luckily, we were able to see Usher.
Yes.
Who else was there that night that we were able to see? Was it mainly Usher?
It was mainly Usher. I don't even recall. Friday feels like so long ago.
Yeah, Friday feels
It was
very
such a long weekend, y'all. So basically, the way the setup was, so imagine a super, super, super big block party. A block party about 4 blocks long, but on one block. On one end of the block party is one stage. On the other end of the block is another stage. Now, close to one of the ends of these blocks is another stage. There's food vendors set up, whatever. But all of this is in the width of one block party. So let's put that in perspective first. We get back out there, you know, it's kind of crowded. So we're like, oh, okay, it's, you know, the closer to your stage, it's super crowded. We're like, all right, we're going to watch it from the big screen. And we party. You know what I'm saying? Usher did great. That was like great. So cool.
Definitely a highlight.
Fast forward. We get back the next day. Our friend is recovered. She's with us. We're fully hydrated and ready to go. Oh, well, kind of let's talk about that, though. She wasn't the only person that passed out.
Yeah, people were passing out left and right.
People were passing out left and right all day. On Friday, the first day of the event. So we get in there. I figure everybody kind of started getting there around the same time is what it seemed like.
Yeah.
When we coming in with her, there's 3 and 4 people coming in behind us passed out. This one black and blue. This one like people passing out from heat exhaustion. There's a lot of walking. There's no coverage. We trying to get her back to a place where we can get picked up because, as we said, the pickup spot was very far from the actual festival, and we have someone, you know, that is dealing with heat exhaustion, which is a big deal. So I'm asking them, I'm like, yo, is there a cart that can just drive us to the drop-off spot so she doesn't have to walk, so this doesn't happen all over again? There's nobody that can bring us there, and we have to walk back to a place where we can get picked up because you can't even type in another address.
Yeah, they won't even let you. If you're in that vicinity of the festival, you can't type in anything else.
Exactly. So let's talk about that on the first day. It being hot, there being lack of coverage, there being a lot of people and not enough medics. No damage control in that department. So cool, whatever. Saturday we come back. We get there and it's cool.
Yeah.
We get there, it's cool. I got to see Jid.
Jid was lit.
Lit.
Ray Shrimmer was lit.
Like, big lit. Chloe and Holly was lit. We had some good performances. It was some drunk bitches in there that wanted to get dragged, but
Lord.
So, people are out there just getting drunk. First of all, everything was super, super overpriced, but whatever. People out there being drunk and like, anyway, I don't know if we need, okay.
Long story short, we find our spot. We standing there, and someone taps my friend on the shoulder and is basically like, "You're in my way. I can't see." She's like, "Okay. I mean, I've been standing here this whole time. So, what are you talking about?"
What are you talking
There was
about?
like, and there was literally next to her. If she would have stepped over like 2 steps, it was a whole empty area right there. So the girl starts hooping and hollering or whatever, saying that my friend's not see-through, he in her way, she'll punch her in the face. Then she went and wanted to point at Shay and touch her. And her friends are behind her basically saying, like, we're sorry. Like, we don't know what's going on. We thought we was going to have to fight.
This didn't start with me. I was just standing there minding my business. She kind of looked to me for clarification, like I was going to jump on her side and be like, well, you were in her way.
Which was stupid.
Which was weird. The girl was weird. She was drunk. And
they ended up taking her away. Well,
yeah.
Not the people in the festival. Like, her friends were like, come on. Like,
I wasn't getting kicked out that festival for anything.
At
she
all.
touched me. I asked her why she touched me, and she proceeded to not touch me anymore in that endeavor.
Yeah, I was definitely... The amount of money we paid for this, I was not getting kicked out.
Then the dumbass cop standing there and just watched the whole thing. He just watched women argue. Like, it was really, really, like...
And then wanted to tell us that he saw the whole thing. No shit, so
we
you
wouldn't
just
let
didn't do
nothing happen to y'all. Boy, shut up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have let nothing happen to me. Anyway. So, you know, the beginning of that day was enjoyable that night. So the two stages were too close together. Mm-hmm. So any two performances they had going on at the same time you could not hear the other because one would drown out the other. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't hear and you couldn't access the main stage. It started to fill up to a point where people were getting smushed in the front and crammed in the front. Pharrell is about to perform and we ended up having to leave because it got overcrowded.
Yeah, I was cool off it. I was like, listen, they said this shit gonna be streaming. We can play this back at the hotel. And that's exactly what I did. I definitely put it on my phone.
Yeah, because I'm not getting trampled for anybody. And what ended up happening is people ended up leaving because of the overcrowding and trying to get back in. And they weren't allowed back in. And there is re-entry. You know, you paid this price. So I'm not sure what he's doing to rectify that situation, but something definitely needs to be done. Mm-hmm. This was not a cheap festival.
At all. Not at all.
So we end up streaming it. Their performance was bomb, by the way.
Yeah, the performance was good. I mean, I wish I would have saw it live. But definitely. Honestly, in this day and age, the fact that they do stream these festivals is really nice because you do have people that literally cannot do crowds like that.
Yeah.
But still, you know, want to enjoy it from the comfort of their home. So I think it is good that they at least do have that option. Mm-hmm. But for people that wanted to be there for the live music, like, it really fucking sucked. Like, the next day, we had our whole itinerary set out. And I guess it was 21 Savage was going to be on one stage, which was the Sun stage. And then Ashanti and Ja Rule were supposed to be on the Earth stage, which is the two stages that are too close together. So we're trying to get over to see Ja Rule and Ashanti. You cannot get over there. Like, there's absolutely no way you're going to make it over there at all.
The tightness, I'm gonna send Tasha, our engineer, I'm gonna send her some of the videos of how tight it was because I took some videos because it was so unsafe. Huh? Oh. Well, it's my video, so it should play. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll post some videos. You can check my Instagram for the videos or on the page. But it was just insanely tight. It was dangerously tight. It was Astro World type moshing
They ran out of water.
They ran out of water. It was not well thought out. And the positive I kind of flipped on it was like, you know, he need to know how big he is. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get a lot of people out to this event, and it should have accommodated for the amount of people that, you know, came out, because paying that amount and not being, it's different if you have to choose to stand at a different stage and not see an artist, but not being able to access and see and hear and you paid for this access is unacceptable. Feeling unsafe is unacceptable.
Yeah, and everyone that had been to the festival previously, I think this was the second time he did it.
Yeah.
The first time it was in Virginia Beach, and I heard nothing but great reviews
Yeah, they said it was great. They said it was like 20 blocks long of just beach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it was spaced out. It was good environment. This was just too tight. Everybody kind of had the same synopsis, and the people that enjoyed themselves, I'm thankful that they did. There were a couple parts of it that I was able to enjoy, but the amount of it that I was not able to enjoy outweighed the whole experience for me, and it just, I really, really wish it could have been better, and I hope something is going to be done to just change it in the future, because that was a dope lineup.
Yes.
Like, dope lineup. So many good performances. 21 Savage killed it, in my opinion.
And he did perform that song that we were talking about that
Which
was
is
the
on
last
Drake's
song
album.
on Drake's album.
Yeah. So it was dope. Nori performed, which we saw on the stream, which was good. Justin Timberlake, which they laughed at because he giving pop old man vibes. Justin is old now, y'all.
Justin is old. I love JT, but he I didn't even realize what because I kept seeing the clip, but I didn't realize he said DC beat your feet.
Beat your feet. And we don't know what he did after that, but that was his reaction to
he did look like a Papa.
And why would you wear that outfit?
He looked like a Papa. He a little chunky now.
He looked like Joey from Full House in that outfit.
Oh shit.
It is. That's what he looked like.
Oh man.
I'm gonna post it because that's exactly what it looked like.
Oh yeah, and I do have another complaint because we were supposed to see T.I.
Wow.
He
T.I.
just
not being there
on Friday. We were supposed to see T.I. on Friday, and he just didn't show up for his set, or he missed it. I don't know what happened, but then he ended up coming on Saturday, but just to do the Pharrell and Friends. Like, he originally had a whole set.
And the perspective there for me is, one, the schedules were off.
Very off.
Very, very off. There were artists that were there that weren't even listed and all of this stuff. And I think in hindsight, knowing what we know now, I think artists didn't want to perform on that stage that was right next to that main stage. And that was where T.I. was supposed to be, right? And as a headliner level performer, I get you not wanting to perform there. The amount of time we had to wait for Ashanti and Ja Rule to come out to find out that we couldn't see them. I get them waiting until 21 Savage set was over, because why are they about to perform at the same time and not be heard? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand it. I want to know if they tested out those stages at the same time to, like, I feel like they didn't even do that, but I feel like it would be common sense. The way that they were so close,
They were
like,
mad close.
we're not being dramatic at all.
They're
They
literally
were
at the corner, like,
so close together.
and these are huge stages, like huge, humongous. It just wasn't well thought out, and I really, really wanted. I was so excited about this festival.
Yeah.
I really wanted to enjoy it, coming off the high of the Roots Festival, and I think this is something they need to improve as far as these festivals. One, I do not think they need to be in the summertime. The summertime, as far as weather, is more unpredictable in a dangerous way, on the level of hurricane type weather. People passing out from heat exhaustion is not cool.
You're
Like,
out there. You're literally out there like 9-10 hours.
in the sun, and being hydrated and everything is cool. But you're also accessible to liquor, and everybody's responsible for themselves and everything. But you gotta something. Come on, do these in the fall. I would be so hyped to go to a festival in the fall. What, hoodies and shit? That would be great. Like, I would be so down for that, outside and all of those same vibes. But this summertime is not it. And I struggled with the Roots Festival because it was big, which was cool, but it was hot. So I'll take big, but it can't be super, super hot outside. No.
I think even if you did it in the fall or if you did it in the spring, I know the spring is hard because of the rain and everything, but one of those.
Yeah, they have options to execute it better than how they've been executing it, and
Get big ass tents. Like when I went to the Roots picnic in 2018, they had at the main stage a huge ass tent. For you to be
misters.
yeah, like something. Like you just have people out there, and even when I went to the Lovers and Friends Festival, like I feel like they did a very good job at making sure people were hydrated. Though they didn't run out of water. But like it's hot as fuck out there.
Yeah, it was dangerous. It felt dangerous. The whole ordeal felt extremely dangerous. And
Artists were stopping their set to make sure people had water, make sure people were good.
literally every artist we watched perform on Sunday had to stop at some point because somebody was passing out in the middle of their set. So do with that without wealth, Pharrell.
What?
And that's our take on it. It was a long
like
weekend.
Bible language.
Yes. Old English. So yeah, that's what we're still recovering from. There was a lot of walking. There was a lot of heat.
Listen, when I tell you I felt it in my ankles, I felt it in my calves, my feet.
It was a lot of pushing and shoving. Like it's not.
It wasn't it.
It wasn't it. So if you didn't go, you didn't really miss much. You could have saved some bread and watched it on the stream.
And watch it on it. We could have been in the house.
We could have
with
been in our
some
favorite
liquor,
bar, lit as shit,
just
watching
watching
these
it.
for 3 days.
Literally.
Crazy. But now we know.
We know. Yep.
Now we
Exactly.
know. Learning experience. So we're going to get out of here with that. That was our synopsis. We hope we do it better because I'm not going to stop this festival life. I love this festival life.
I know. I love festivals. It's just get it together.
Word. So that's another episode of Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. I'm Shay.C_vibes with a Z.
I_Danny in the building.
It's almost my birthday. Cash App will be here. It's me, Shay C. Did I do it right?
Oh,
Did I do it right?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So so we'll be back next week with another episode. It's Philly Jamz 95.3 Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. We out, y'all.
Follow us on Instagram. Better follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.